tropical beaches, majestic open plains, and the uncountable animal species that live in Tanzania, world-acclaimed mountains, natural parks, and archaeological attractions. These are just few of many things that wait visitors who are traveling to Tanzania and want to experience the splendor that is the African country. Located on eastern coast of Africa, Tanzania is famous for being a delightful tourist destination, with famed places like island of Zanzibar with its pristine beaches and the open plains of Serengeti with herds of wildebeest, the beautiful Arabian homes of Stone Town, and more. As a Tanzanian boy born and raised, it will be a great honor for me to tell you what you need to know before you come to my country. Pay attention until the end of the video. I'm sure you won't regret it. The first thing you need to know is when to travel to Tanzania. You can choose to travel to Tanzania at any time of the year, but depending on the reason for your visit, you may need to choose specific times. If you wish to go on safari or lay on the beaches of Zanzibar undisturbed by rainfalls that come in March, April, and May, the best time to visit Tanzania is between June and October. For the lovers of wildebeest, zebra, and gazelle, typically migrate in Serengeti in May until July, and the wildebeest welcome their new calves into the world between January and February. For the more active travelers who are traveling to Tanzania to climb and conquer Mount Kilimanjaro, the best time to aim for this are between January and March, and between June and October when it is cooler. While the Northern Circuit Park may get crowded between July and March, you can always find a fewer crowds in the Southern and Western Circuit Park at any time of the year. The second thing you need to know is where to go in Tanzania. Tanzania is a country that earns quite a lot from tourism and has loads of things to do and places to see. Sun and surf seekers will find themselves called off to enjoy the beaches of Zanzibar and Pemba Island. They can also go to deep water diving and snorkeling in the water of Mafia Island and marvel at the diverse aqua life and corals of the Mafia Island Marine Park. Those who wish to face nature more challenging sights can head to Mount Kilimanjaro to try and conquer its summit. If you are interested in seeing wildlife in their preserved beauty, you can go to visit Ngorongoro Conservation Area, where thousands of animals including lions, hippos, flamingos, and more live. You can also head to Lake Manyara National Park, where even more birds and largest amount of baboon in the world reside. It is common knowledge that the oldest living human being come out of Africa, and for those interested in archaeology, the Olduvai Gorge in Ngorongoro Conservation Area holds some of the oldest archaeological pieces of evidence of human occupation that go as far back as 2 million years ago. The third thing you need to know is visa process to Tanzania. You may require a tourist visa when traveling to Tanzania, and the process of getting it is fairly simple. However, you should send in your application visa at least 2 weeks before your scheduled trip to avoid issues. A tourist visa is valid for 90 days, and those who hold it are only permitted to come into the country for a single visit. In order to put in an application, you will need a valid international passport that will not expire for at least 6 months after your application, as well as passport photograph and a required visa fee. A UK citizen holder can apply online for Tanzanian e-visa here. If you're from another nationality, you can find more information on the visa application process on the Tanzania Migration website. The first thing you need to have is money and language in Tanzania. If you're traveling to Tanzania on holiday, you can expect to incur expenses to live up the good life. The official currency spent in Tanzania is Tanzanian shillings, and you can withdraw this from any of the ATMs that can be found easily. Alternatively, you can convert your local currency to American dollars at the airport. American dollars are widely accepted all over the country. For the best practices, keep shillings or dollar on hand when visiting market or small shops, but take your debit or credit card into a larger store at the accept card payment. As for communicating with the locals, you may need to find translator to help you, as only small percentage of the population speak English, and there are more than 120 languages spoken all over the country. Of course, that in hotels and tour operator staff speak English, so you don't need to worry when arriving at the hotel or going on a tour or safari. The fifth thing to consider when traveling to Tanzania is safety. When traveling to Tanzania, it is essential to stay aware of the happenings around you and always act in a way that maintains your safety. Although the general crime level is low, there are still cases of robberies and violence that come up once in a while. Tourists are always discouraged from walking about on their own and are encouraged to move about in groups and preferably with locals among them. For extra caution, travel should always consider purchasing travel insurance before leaving their home country so that they have adequate coverage if they fall victim of a crime, an accident or illness, or any other problem that could occur while overseas. In general, Tanzania is a beautiful country and is one of the best choices for those who want to experience Africa. There are fascinating things to see and do at different times of the year, ranging from mountain climbing to observing herd migration and many different places to go, from natural park to ancient towns. Getting a tourist visa is fairly simple, but it is essential to apply in a due time. There are ATMs in all major parts of the country and all stores accept Tanzanian shillings or American dollars. Plus, in Tanzania, you can find from local experience to 5-star hotels and tours, making it a great country for any type of traveler, from a luxury and season traveler to first-timers and backpackers. So, there you have it, the 5 tips to come to Tanzania. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and like this video for many more to come.